There's a lot of stuff in this world where you can try and try and try. Okay, so how's everyone doing? This video is going to be about sort of this little terrarium setup I got going on here. I've actually had this going for maybe about a month now. Some of these plants I've had for a while, like this. I got this when I got my desktop computer along with this, or this little hanging plant fixture. The moss, I actually got this moss when we were out hiking. This little guy right here, this succulent, I got this when we were at IKEA, along with this plant right here. This is one that my wife had, and then up here I have, I don't know if you will be able to see it very well because it's in a sealed container, but basil is what's in here. I'm just doing a couple of different experiments with some of this stuff. So this is basically one of those wire reels that has been cut in half, and right now what I'm going to do is actually take this, and I don't know if you can see, but that little sprout right there, I am growing some spaghetti squash, and I'm going to do some transfers here, and then I'm going to put some stuff in here to make this a sealed system as well. But we're going to go to my little dirt mixture that I've got going on so I can do some transfers so that I can have my container back, because I basically have made these lids right here for the sealed system. Basically what it is I just have these LEDs that are connected to the top of this. So it'll make more sense here in just a second once I get some stuff transferred over. Okay, so what I've got here is I have some flower and vegetable garden soil. I've got cow manure and just some regular topsoil. I'm going to do a little bit of a mixture. I've already took this plant out, and I'm going to transfer it so that I can put my large bamboo back into my container here, and then I'm going to put some moss and the smaller bamboo inside this guy right here. So yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and get started. Okay, so this is kind of sort of the finished, well, and nothing is ever finished with this kind of thing, so it's always upgrading and changing things around, but I finally got everything sorted out here. This guy, this is the Lucky Bamboo. I had actually cut the stalk off from the top of here. You can see that I did that. There's a little tiny guy right there trying to sprout off. But this one has kind of, I mean, it's growing, but he's not really making a lot of leaves. I thought it would have done so more, but we'll just see. I mean, I've had it since August of last year. It hasn't died, and neither has that one. They're alive, they're just not growing quite as fast as I would have hoped. And then this plant, I don't know what it's called. I just know that was my wife's. I'm just temporarily have it in that pot till I get something better, because the pot it was in was overkill. And then this right here, this is going to be a completely sealed container. I moved that succulent in there and some of the moss. I don't know if you can see, the little can kind of distorts it all, but, and then I just got some grass. This was actually very difficult because the opening is very small. This actually took quite a bit of time. And then I've got this hanging guy right here. I have 3 different kinds of moss. This guy right here in the very front, if it'll focus, come on. Then I've got some of this moss that I got while we were hiking. And then the stuff in the back. So the stuff in the back and right here in the front, that little tiny patch, were actually in this when I bought it. I think I bought this at Home Depot. Like I said before, I've got some spaghetti squash right there. And then this fern type plant that I got at IKEA. And then I've got these two sealed containers. This is what the Lucky Bamboo was in. I just grabbed some random stuff from outside. This is one of those long, like vine type things that grow the tiny purple flowers on it. Threw some moss in there. And then this is the basil. And these two things, these are basically just experiments. I want to see how well they do in a sealed environment or sealed ecosystem, as well as this. We'll see how well that does. So yeah, eventually I'm going to get some more tiny pots so I can do some get some seedlings going for some different plants. So yeah, this is kind of just it for now. I will make an update if I have anything to add. Also, I have some plant food that I actually put in all of these. And then these are some of the seeds that I got. I got some tomato, broccoli, sweet pepper, lettuce, and of course this is the spaghetti squash that I got. These guys actually take, it says 100 days to harvest, but they're already showing, you know, that I've got one sprout there. And I planted these, man, less than a week ago. I put 4 of them in there. So one thing that I thought was cool is that this lettuce is 45 days to harvest, so I'll be excited to try some of that. And then the peppers, of course. This stuff takes forever. I think it was like 85 to 92 days to harvest. So we'll see. Once I get some stuff going outside, like I said, I'll post an update video. So see y'all later. It doesn't matter how hard you try. You just have to accept it and move on. I'm not saying that anyone should give up on trying or give up on, you know, their hopes or their dreams, or, you know, whether it's relationships or, you know, money, jobs, whatever. But sometimes it could be too late. Sometimes it could, you know, be it could be at very inconvenient times. You just have to realize that as long as you tried your best and you gave it your all, and you finally find that moment where you say, okay, I'm done. I have to move on to the next scene or the next chapter in your life. Those times may not ever present themselves when it's convenient for you or convenient for others. And you just have to just accept it and move on. And it's okay to you know, accept defeat. Because defeat is also a teacher. It's a teacher, and you're also learning from your mistakes. And in those times, you probably learn more than you ever did when you were trying to learn things, trying to figure out what was going on. So, it's a little bit of odd information buried deep in this video that has has nothing to do with this video. I like to put hidden messages in things. Sometimes people misconstrue those hidden messages or think that it means something else than what it really means. And, you know, maybe I don't do a very good job of trying to get my idea across or try to explain what it is I was talking about. And that's okay.